What is going on today, YouTube? It's your boy CP. Today we're back with Des Bryant series. You guys already know how it's going. We're just killing it this year. Let's take a quick look at the stats. But Des leads the NFL in every single receiving stat there is. So I'm just gonna show you guys real quick. He has 53 catches for 1,093 yards with 11 touchdowns. He's just like I said, he's just killing it. So yeah, everybody else is sitting at like 360, all that. Does like light 1,000 yards, easy. I know I don't sound like myself. I'm kind of sick, but I'm still gonna be making videos for y'all, so don't worry. So he leads the NFL in receiving yards, catches, I believe. Yeah, catches and touchdowns by a lot. 6 more than a runner-up in Julian Edelman. And Dez, his legacy leaderboard right now, he's number 3 all time among all active receivers. So that's pretty cool. Number 1 would be Larry Fitzgerald, in case you guys are wondering. I don't know why the screen just froze like that. It's kind of weird. But today we're going against the Green Bay Packers. As you guys know, Dez with that whole 2014 divisional round, that whole no catch, it was a catch. Like, it honestly, just sometimes thinking about that, it's kind of frustrating because I just don't understand how you go through all that effort and then somebody gonna tell you, yeah, you didn't catch that. Wait, what? That's like saying you go to the store, you pick up all the groceries, then you come home, and then your wife tells you like you didn't get groceries. Like what? Or like you don't do anything to help out around the house or something like that. But that to me was just unbelievable. I guess this game is gonna be kind of his like revenge game. So like I'm planning to destroy this defense. Like I will probably not run the ball for a vast majority of the game, and everything's gonna be deep. So it's either gonna be like touchdown or bust. Oh, and he's pressing me. That's where you're gonna start. You don't press this, right? He had thrown that easy touchdown, but he wanted to take a short route. Notice how I'm not covered. Come on, Prescott. I was real life not even covered on that play. Who is he throwing to? Once again, you're not throwing it to me when I'm wide open. Like, Prescott's low-key disrespectful. Once again, not throwing me the ball. Now, I'm doing a call for the ball, so I don't understand why the game's not throwing it to me. About time. The one time he throws it to me, he throws it in a bad spot. I just need to get open a little bit quicker. Breaking tackles and touchdown. Easy. He caught that. No, like I said, I'm going to destroy this defense. Because I'm not going to lie to you guys. When I watched that on TV, when they said like it wasn't a catch, I was beyond heartbroken. Like, I was so angry. Because like that was honestly, in my opinion, our best chance to win a Super Bowl. Especially, that would have been the Super Bowl Tony Romo would have won. Cause what's crazy to me is like that following week it was Seattle versus Green Bay in the conference championship, and then they tried to do the onside kick, and the dude from Green Bay dropped it. And like on that onside recovery, we would have had that. And I know for sure we would have ran it from the on the 1 yard line because we had the best running back in the league at the time when it came to yards, especially on first and short. Like we would always run the ball because I believe like 80% of the time that season, the Cowboys always ran it on. Or I said 80% of the time they always ran. No, 80% of the time they ran it on first down. He overthrew it. And I missed the headset, of course. Why is he throwing it 10 yards ahead of me when he doesn't need to? Jesus, I should be the quarterback. In fact, I might make that my next Madden franchise. Is just create myself as quarterback, just see how I do. He just doesn't want to go up for it. It's crazy. So yeah, I guess I'll do that for my next Madden franchise that I do. I'll make myself as a quarterback and just see how well I play. Caught. Touchdown. Like I said, I'm gonna destroy this defense. I don't care how many touchdowns I score. I don't care how many yards I get. I'm running it up. If I walk out of here with 300 plus yards and 5 scores, well, so be it. Yeah, now he wants to play off. I stepped on the wrong guy. I was trying to get 21 or 31, not 21. 5 catches, 102 yards. We're still in the first half. He underthrew it. You guys, just because of that interception, like I'm gonna end this franchise after this game, and I'm gonna make myself a quarterback. Granted, though, will not be Des Bryant, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna do a lot better because Prescott's making me mad. I swear. I'm going to finish this game, and I'll probably like continue the Des Bryant series later, but I'm definitely gonna switch over to quarterback because honestly, like this is starting to make me mad. See, this is what I'm talking about. Why are you trying to overthrow me? I was about to say, you better throw that to me, because that's the first down. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Unbelievable. Once again, overthrowing him. See, this is the problem. This was the problem in 2017 when Dez had like his down year where he only had like I want to say 50 something catches, 800 yards, and like he had all of them drops because Prescott kept putting him in bad situations. Because like he'll be overthrown, underthrown, left out to dry. He's throwing it behind him too low. Like honestly, Dez had to play more cornerback than he did receiver. And what I mean by that is he had to knock down what would have been more interceptions that year instead of actually catching the ball. And people want to say, "Oh, Dez is washed up." No, it's just because the whole quarterback change is like it's messing up his production. Because let's be honest, quarterback's only or not quarter a receiver is only going to be as good as his quarterback. So if his quarterback's messing up, then your receiver's production isn't going to be where it needs to be. But instead, they just thought, oh, Dez is just dropping passes. He's not getting open. He can't run routes anymore. Like, it's like they let the media influence what they should do with Dez Bryant. They should have kept him. That's just my opinion. It just takes time because it took Tony Romo and Dez Bryant like a good 3, maybe 4 seasons to get on the page that they were on. Like in 2013, Dez had like 92 catches and 13 touchdowns. So, and mind you, that was Dez Bryant's 4th season. But in his first 2 or 3 years, like they could connect on some deep passes, but I'm not saying they didn't have chemistry at all. However, it just wasn't where it was in 2014, 2015 when Dez and Romo, they had that perfect connection. And plus with Romo's injury problem, it's like, okay, even when Romo was hurt, Dez was still kind of putting up good numbers because the backup quarterback, whether it was Brandon Whedon, Kyle Orton, or Matt Castle, whoever, like they knew like if I can just give Dez an opportunity to go up and make a play, just gonna be there. But other quarterbacks that we've had in the past, they knew like, look, if I get it to Dez and just give him an opportunity, it's gonna be a 50-50 ball. Prescott, however, he was making it like 30-70, and that 70 was going to the defender. And I would love to see Dez Bryant back because I feel like him being released was probably the dumbest. Well, not the dumbest thing, but one of the dumbest things we've done in our franchise history is releasing our best receiver. And not only he was our best receiver, like he has more touchdowns than Michael Irvin, Drew Pearson, Bob Hayes, all the Cowboys like greatest receivers. He has more touchdowns than them. And the second place was Jason Witten, who honestly at this point I don't know what his future with Dallas is because he said Mike McCarthy said there really isn't room for him on the roster, and with their new game plan, I feel like he might have to like Witten says he wants to play this year, but whether that's with Dallas or with another team, like he's like, look, I want to play regardless. And granted, I'm gonna hate to see Witten go. However, like it is what it is, and like he's gonna retire as one of the best Cowboy tight ends of all time because he has more receptions than any Cowboys tight end. He has more receptions than most tight ends to ever play it. Only person that has, I believe he's number 4 all time when it comes to catches, and that's behind Jerry Rice, Larry Fitzgerald, and Tony Gonzalez. I'm not completely sure. I know Tony Gonzalez has more, but like no other tight end has over 1,000 catches. But going back to Dez Bryant, I feel like, look, this guy is special, and when you give him an opportunity to make a play, he's going to be there to make a play. Because it's like after he's put up 72 career touchdown receptions, and I'm pretty sure he's like top 10 when it comes to all-time receiving yards in franchise history. Like, come on now. Like, and you're just gonna. That's like. How do I put this? Okay, think of it like this. You buy a new car, and then you put in so much money and so much work in that car. Like, say you put new rims on it, you just put all this extra stuff on it, and then like the first time you gotta gas it up, it's like, oh, I need a new car. Like, what are you doing? Like, I just don't understand why you were gonna release one of your best players. Like, yes, he had the drops, but if you go actually look at the film and look at like where the ball was placed and like was he really in a position where he could make a play versus he was in a bad position where he had to either bat it away or was going to get picked off. I'm not saying Dez didn't drop passes because he did occasionally. Like sometime he had drops that were just like you need to catch those. Like there's no excuse for it. But I'm saying a vast majority of the time Prescott just put him in a bad situation. I'm not just trying to sit here and disrespect Prescott because at the end of the day that's still the Cowboys quarterback. But I'm just saying it it's fault on both sides. It's fault on Prescott and it's fault on Dez. But if you actually look at the film, you would see, and that was a dumb interception. But if you actually look at the film from that season, you would see like Dez did, he made the best of what he could out of a bad situation. And plus, you gotta think about it. That was the year Zeke Elliott had to deal with that suspension, so like we had to rely on the passing game a little bit more. And also Tyron Smith was kind of banged up, so he wasn't playing at his best. So Prescott was like kind of rushed to throw a ball. Like normally you would have like a solid 1, 2, 3 throw the ball, but now it's just like one and then you gotta throw it, or he has to go 1, 2, throw the ball, because if not he's getting sacked because our left tackle was out. And don't get me started on Chaz Green because Chaz Green kind of when he gave up like 6 sacks from the same guy in one game, I was highly upset. I was like, that was just a terrible effort. Like, there's no way you're an NFL tackle. Doesn't matter if you're left side, right side, or just in the NFL period. I don't care if you're a second string, a starter, or if you're just coming fresh off the practice squad. Like there's really no reason you should give up 6 sacks. That's from the one same guy. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's just ridiculous. So like I said, Dez had to just go make the best out of the bad situation because with those pressures and when Prescott doesn't have time to throw, he's going to make mistakes. So the whole Ezekiel Elliott situation from 2017 that had an impact on the entire offense, and also kind of had an impact on the defense because now it's like okay, Zeke was like the main guy. He was getting first downs, he was getting big plays, he was keeping the chains moving, so the defense could get a rest. But if that defense is not getting a rest, then the defense is going to be tired and they can't stop an opposing offense who just had a bunch of rest. That's just my thinking of it. So if you ask me, like Des Bryant being cut was not because of his lack of production. It's just because he was in a bad situation. I don't even know how many catches Des has, but it's not as many as it was in previous weeks. He didn't get his feet in. I was hoping I can get it to him quick, but we waited a little too long. Yeah, and once again, Prescott's putting me in a bad situation because he overthrew it, and it's like he wants the defender to intercept it. Like he's not. And like personally, like there are times where I've heard in the media, not even just in the media, just in on like social media and from rumors, they're saying that Prescott really didn't. I don't want to say he didn't like Dez, but he just wasn't um, close with Dez as much as Tony was. So like he just wouldn't throw it to him, or he would throw it to him, but it just in a bad spot. Like he would throw it to him if like we need to win the game because of his throw. But in a situation where like okay he's wide open on third down, when he gets changed moving, he wouldn't throw it to him or just put him in a bad spot just to make himself look like oh it's Dez's fault. Dez can't run routes anymore. Dez can't do this. Dez, and there was time. Then I remember Prescott he threw Dez under the bus by saying he was like, oh, I need to put it right on the face mask. That's all. And like, yeah, it kind of sounds like, oh, he's actually trying to be like, no, he wasn't trying to be a leader. He was just trying to make it seem like, oh, I have to be perfect to make him look good. So people want to be. So you can say that like, oh, he was trying to be a good teammate by saying he needs to put it in, like he needs to improve himself. Like, no, he was kind of being sarcastic when he said that. He wasn't legitimately saying like, oh, I need to be better. Like, no, he was trying to say like, oh, I need to. He was saying in a sarcastic way, saying like, oh, I need to be perfect so he can play well. I've been talking through this entire game about this whole situation, and yet we're losing by 4, and it's because of the interceptions. Full timeout. We only got 30 seconds left. And everybody knows Des Bryant just going off on the sideline. If you actually listen to what he says, because I've seen some of the stuff he says on like mic'd up or sound effects. He's not. He talks loud to get the team fired up, but he's not just on the sideline cussing everybody out like, "Yo, you're trash. You need to do this. You need." No, he's like, we like he'll say like, "We need to be better," or like, "We need to improve what we're doing because we can't win if we're not doing this." And he says we because like he knows it's kind of on him because it's a team sport. Like to say like it's individual to point fingers, that's not what leaders do. Now you can try to say that I'm biased, like I'm clearly a Des Bryant fan, which I am. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge Des Bryant fan. I've been a Des Bryant fan since 2010 when he was drafted by us. When we traded up from, I think we had the 24th pick and we had to trade up to like the 19th or something like that. When we did, and that was bad interception, and we just lost this game because of it. But it was just not where we need to be. And so when we traded for Des Bryant in the draft, well, we didn't trade for him, but we traded up so we can draft him. Like I was very excited because I thought that was a great move. Because if you've seen him in college, then you would see like he has raw, not even just raw talent. Like he knows what he's doing. And he can play this game at a high level. And if you ask me, he still can to this very day. He can play at a high level. 14 catches, 285 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he still lost because Prescott wanted to throw 4 interceptions. It's ridiculous, man. I don't understand how he throw 4 picks, but like I said, This is probably going. Well, I don't want to say it's the end because I'll probably come back to it at some point, but I am gonna just switch over and start doing myself as a quarterback, just because they kind of make Prescott look ridiculous in this game. It's not okay. So I gotta create myself as a QB. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and I'll probably post that video of me being the quarterback tomorrow. So just stay tuned, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And thanks for watching.